Good morning and welcome to our Every Nation Stellenbosch reading plan. My name is Kaylee van Rooyen, and I'm so glad that you've joined us on our journey through John. Today, we're looking at chapter 5 of John, and I'm going to be focusing on verses 1 to 9. Just a bit of context, it's in these verses where we see Jesus at the pool of Bethesda, which is a place where a lot of sick people would congregate, and when the waters were stirred up of the pool, they would basically go down to the pool, climb in, and hope to be healed. This story focuses on a specific man that the verses tell us Jesus knew had been sick for 38 years. Jesus says to him, "Do you want to be healed?" To which the man responds that nobody has helped him into the water yet. Jesus then says to him in verse 8, "Rise up, take up your bed, and walk." We see this man immediately roll up his bed, get up, and walk. What an incredible miracle. And this scripture really just speaks to me of who Jesus is and his character. Firstly, what I love about this is that we see that Jesus knew where this man was at, but he is a God of compassion and didn't just leave him there, but actually chose to help him out of his situation. It's exactly the same with us. Jesus knows where we're at. He sees us. He sees the struggles. He sees where we find ourselves in this season. And he's a God of compassion and wants to help us out of those spaces. Secondly, we see that Jesus says to this man something quite simple. He just tells him to get up and to walk. This man had been waiting for so long, and somebody came along and said something so simple. This tells me that this Jesus who was speaking to this man, the same Jesus that we serve, is a powerful, miracle-working God who with simple words can change our situations. What I love about this though is that Jesus didn't just speak. There was an action required from the man. Likewise, you and I, there's an expectation that we respond, that we act in faith, that when Jesus speaks, we don't just sit back and say, "Oh," but we actually step up, that we respond in an obedience and trust in our God and what he said. Lastly, what really stood out for me about this verse, which is an interesting observation, was the fact that Jesus told this man to roll up his mat and take it with him. Quite an interesting thing to do. When I read through it a couple of times, I eventually felt that one of the reasons why Jesus told him to do this was actually him saying, this place where you've been camping, this place where you've been living, this place of sickness and bondage, wrap it up. That season's done. Pick up your mat, take it with you, because just like I'm giving you the power to step up and walk, I'm giving you the power to keep walking. I'm giving you the power to step out of this victory, but to live in this victory, to live in this breakthrough. Don't look back. Don't go back. Close this chapter. Close this space. It's done. I've brought the healing. I've brought the victory. I've brought the miracle. So I hope that today that encourages you, that we can know that we serve a God of compassion, a God that is a powerful, miracle-working God who wants to bring a breakthrough, but also see us live in that breakthrough. Please join us tomorrow as we continue on our journey and we do chapter 6 of John.